Why am I still here? I think like many big changes in people's lives, mine was a result of something that on the surface was bad. And that is, I got laid off from my job. So I was in finance. I was at Merrill Lynch after being at Morgan Stanley and Citigroup and wearing a suit to work every day, which I think most people that know me now would find unbelievable. My flip-flops. I wear more shoes now, but we can talk about that why later. But anyway, so I was actually going to evening and weekend school for my MBA part-time while I was working at Merrill Lynch. And at the time I got laid off, I was actually on a trip in Brazil for my MBA program. And I didn't know what was going on in the US, but it was the middle of the great financial crisis. Banks were failing. The economy was, basically just getting destroyed. The stock market was down something like 80%.
2008, right?
2008, 2009, yeah. And I was in Rio at like a cachaça plantation with my fellow students, just like hanging out in Brazil, somewhat oblivious. And then I got an email from a coworker that basically, to my personal email, that said, "Hey, I don't know if you know what's going on, but like 80% of the office has been let go and your email doesn't work anymore."
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. And I was like, okay. So I emailed my boss, got no response, and I decided just to take an extra 3 weeks in Brazil. So I sent an email to my boss and requested it. I got no reply. So anyway, I went backpacking in the Amazon and all this other stuff. By the time I got back, my boss had been laid off. His boss had been laid off. It took me 2 weeks to find somebody to reply to me.